All right, good evening, everybody. I am very grateful for all of you that are attending here tonight, and it is really my pleasure and my honor to be able to share with you tonight about attracting noblemen, building meaningful relationships, and the reason behind why we want to attract people into our life. So let me just introduce myself for those of you that have not yet had the pleasure of meeting me in person. My name is Estie Matthias. I'm a 30+ years practitioner in quantum medicine, alternative medicine, Eastern, Western philosophy. I've recently completed the mastery with Joey Yap in the Feng Shui program. I've been involved with the Joey Yap Academy since 2016. I'm not directly affiliated to them, but I have been following Joey Yap's way of teaching Chinese metaphysics for the last 6-7 years. So I've got my Telegram channel. It's called Estie Meta Talk. If you're not familiar with Estie Meta Talk, please do scan the code to the left of the screen and join a very, very lively bunch of wonderful people. Thank you for all of you that are attending here tonight. It really means a lot for me, your support, your friendship, your smiles, your hearts, your complaints, your compliments. Everything is absolutely welcome. It really makes my heart very glad. So tonight we are going to be looking at your Bazi chart. I'm just going to be hiding that. So in order for us, oh golly, well, there we go. Seems my video is in the way. So I'm going to try and just put that somewhere, guys. Where do I put this thing? I'm hiding it. Okay, I'm hiding it completely. Now you can't see me at all. Well, maybe you can see me. Okay, so you're going to need to plot your Bazi chart, and there's the link for you on the screen if you do not have your Bazi chart. And very importantly, while you are getting your Bazi chart out, while you are plotting it, please do remember that no matter how many times you actually plot your Bazi chart, it never ever changes, because that is a snapshot of the energies present at that hour, the day, the month, the year of when you were born. It never ever changes. So the best way for me to try and describe what your Bazi chart involves is when you look at it from 3 different perspectives. You'll see at the top part of it, it is known as the heavenly stem. And that is where we see the elements, the cycles, the seasons, but it refers to the 5 elements. Now, a lot of people are, I want to say, a little bit confused when they think about the 5 elements. But I want you to start thinking of the 5 elements in relation to the 5 planets. The 5 planets that move around the Earth, the sun, the closest to the sun. That is where we get the names of the elements from, is from those planets. And because these planets are constantly moving, that is, the movement causes sometimes friction, to produce something, to destroy something, to harm something. It's all, that is where the 5 elements get that qualities of producing something, harming something, clashing something, punishing something. So it is not necessarily when we are referring to that we are only talking about animals, but the animals also have a relationship through to one another. Sorry, let me just get my phone on silent here, guys. My very big apologies. That was one thing which I forgot. Right, telephone on silent. So the 12 earthly branches, we read them as 12 animal signs, but that really refers to the Jupiter influence onto the Bazi chart, because Jupiter takes approximately 12 years to cycle once around the planet. Now, that is where that word Tai Sui comes from, because Sui means the movement of Jupiter, and Tai Sui means the animal in the year, which is the Duke, the ruler, what is currently in that place. So I know I'm giving you a little bit of technical information there, but bear this in mind that the elements are never just physical water, physical fire, physical earth, but it refers to the movement of the planets. And then the branches, the animal signs, refer to how those things are interacting within that 5 elemental cycle. From the hidden stems, you can see your hidden potentials, your strengths, your weaknesses, tendencies, characteristics. And why this is important is when we are looking for a nobleman, we particularly want to make sure that that nobleman is going to complement something which is in our elemental animal weakness to add to it. But sometimes that nobleman comes in and strengthens that or weakens that, because especially if something is too strong, too stubborn, too Saturn-y, okay? Saturn and Jupiter is causing major havoc. That is what's starting this whole time period switch. But sometimes that stubbornness within us needs to be clashed out. And that is why sometimes a nobleman does appear. So the whole idea of this metaphysics thing that we're talking about right now is the real reason why we want to get a nobleman in is either to achieve something, if we desire something, if we need to attract something, if we need to manifest something. And it's because we are wanting something more of something. So the question really becomes, what is it that I want more of? What is the reason that I need to attract a nobleman to myself? Based on what I've just told you, can you still please explain to me why people would want to put a red t-shirt on if they want to enhance fire? It boggles my mind. I'm sorry, but it just boggles my mind. It's never made sense to me. So back to my calm self, we see these movements from the duality in our universe of yin and yang. Now, yin and yang literally means the 5 elements. It means the 5 movements. It gives us 5 actions, and therefore it gives us the life force or the chi with which we operate on every single day. When there is no chi, it's death. It's no more. But the connections of those 5 elements is what is important on our planet. So a nobleman gives us the connecting factors to bring those 5 elements for ourselves back in line with the yin, with the yang. So if I'm very yang, I need somebody yin to come and complete me to make a full circle. If I'm very yin, I need a yang to come and complete me. If I'm balanced, then the question becomes, why am I not attracting somebody else who is also balanced? Because it's that movement at that time, which is more or less than what it was during the time that I was born. So natal nobleman is slightly different than annual nobleman, monthly nobleman, and daily nobleman, or even hourly nobleman. Does that make sense to you, to everybody? I hope so. Right, so 5 elements. We have the 5: water, wood, fire, metal, and earth. And we're always looking to balance between these. When they become out of balance, we either need to strengthen, weaken, destroy, meaning to transmute or to change something. So the entire concept of Bazi, Feng Shui, everything is always based on 5 elements. And here is the crux of what I'm trying to explain. People can be noblemen. Places can be noblemen. Events can be noblemen. And buildings or our environment can also be noblemen. So if I'm out of time relating to meeting the right person. I can always meet a specific event, or I can put myself into a specific position within a building in front of my computer to be able to exhibit the qualities of that which I am wanting to attract more of. Why am I telling you this? Because inside your Batsy, you will see the person whose chart this is. You will know whose chart I've used. When you quickly look at your natal chart, you will see exactly whose chart I used here. You don't have to give a heads up, but I know you can spot this, right? So from the animal perspective, we would usually deduce what kind of nobleman we want to attract and build a relationship with them, because the animal sign would want to complete something within him or herself relating to the hidden stems. Now, those hidden stems also comprise of elements. And it is usually when something there is out of balance in relation to the current month we are in, the current year that we are in, that we start to feel as if we are needing to attract something else. So you can refer to your own Batsy chart now to find your own personal nobleman in order to build that relationship with them. But you need to use specific virtues if you want to attract that nobleman's attention. And those virtues come from your hidden stems as well as your animal stems. If you look at the hour pillar here, this hour pillar has got ding, which is fire, as well as earth. So if this person is now wishing to attract a nobleman, that would involve something that is going to complement either fire or earth, right? And yet, if this person is wishing to attract a nobleman in relation to the day, there's something more already added, because in there, I've got water, I've got earth, I've got fire, I've got wood. What I don't have is metal. So if this person is looking for a nobleman, it would involve something relating to metal. Now, in this month that we are currently in, we are in a fire month, and there is 0 metal. So for this person's natal chart, I want to tell you straight up, there is no nobleman for your day pillar, meaning there's not that much resources for you in this month to find a love relationship, and yet there is hidden metal within there. But in order to do that, you need to plot the hexagram for that. But there is another way out of that one. So look at your month pillar. There you've got water, you've got fire, you've got earth. So again, can you see how that would want to attract something to complement itself in there as well? The year pillar, same thing. We can analyze it and go metal and water and water. So where is this person's metal element is in the year. It's in the social circle. It is in the friends. It is in the networking. So you're at the right place, my darling, because you are now networking with people that can hopefully also contribute to your metal absence within the day pillar. But there are other things like virtues, qualities, new skill sets, which is especially for second wave period 9, which I will give to you in the VIP group. I could not get that in here as well, guys. It was just too much info, and I didn't want to take up 6 hours of your time. My VIP students, you know what I'm talking about, right? Once I start, there's no stopping me. So I have tried to keep it short. So attracting noble people and building relationship with them in relation strictly to your Batsy chart, you would refer to this day master pillar in the top left-hand corner of your Batsy chart, where I'm going to quickly flip back to this. if you look here on the top left-hand side in that box over there, you will be able to see this part here. Hang on, let me just get back to that slide. You will see that section that says noble people, snake and rabbit. Why would snake and rabbit be useful to this person is because both snake and rabbit will add to something that this person is needing in terms of the metal quality, or the fire, or the wood, or the water, or the metal in relation to this current time that this person is in. This does change. I must tell you that this does change because I have done probably over about 150 Bazi readings for people in the last, I don't know, 6 months, 6 months to a year. And sometimes the person does not find the noble help in the animal sign, but more in the hidden qualities of the noble person. So it's just interesting. It's from my own personal observation. Don't take that as gospel. And I can't sell that as a new course because I do not have enough data yet to really put my head on a block that it doesn't always just have to be the animal sign. It can also be the hidden qualities in the hidden stems for the people. Right. So hopefully you are all familiar with what the pillars in your Bazi chart refers to, but your year pillar refers to your network, your friends, your market conditions even. Your month pillar is about your working conditions. It is also about your business opportunities. Your day pillar, which is this day pillar in the second block here, is your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your spouse, your health, whether you're happy or not. And then your hour pillar relates to your investment, your children, your staff, your legacy, what you want to leave behind. And each one of your pillars actually also have a time of age associated with it. So if you are 50 years plus, you would look at your hour pillar and say, what do I need more of? 50 to 40, I think, is your day pillar. Your month is when you are very productive, when you are working very hard for your money. But usually by about 40, we go, there's got to be more to life, right? Now, if you're not married by the age of 40, don't despair because sometimes love only comes later on in life. Right, your luck pillar refers to external circumstances, events, and opportunities from where you can also sometimes attract a new type of nobleman in. But please bear in mind, we need to look at this from the elemental perspective, and we need to look at it from a slightly different perspective to say not only people, but time and space and buildings and events can all be there in order to contribute to that which we need. Quickest way to find a nobleman, people, find out what other people want, get it, and go and give it to them. You'll be their nobleman very fast. Whether you have the animal connection or the element connection is immaterial. It's just the law of the universe. I'm going to remember you if you're doing something nice for me. And next time I need something, I might come and ask you, do you remember where you found that and that? Don't you want to help me to find it again? I don't need to find a Bazi chart to know that I am helpful to that person and that person finds me valuable. Okay. None of you had access to my Bazi chart, and yet you are all here. So what did I do? Secret weapon, okay? This is super, super, super secret. 3 different ways to influence people in 2023. Always remember, when you're going to use this, you've got to act and operate from an ethical point of view. I'm not giving you this information so you can manipulate or bribe or play emotional victim with anybody. And The way we influence people is that it is not just about what I can gain, but what I can add. And always offer value. What do we offer? Our time, our skills, our services, our love, our smiles, whatever. You have to be worthy of the nobleman to take notice of you. This is a very critical thing, because not everybody who asks for my help is wanting my help. So for all of you that are here that want to learn about this, always remember that just because you want to find a nobleman doesn't mean the nobleman wants to find you, because you might not be teachable. You might not be open enough to want to warrant that nobleman appearing for you. Build relationships with people. This is so, so important. I'm not just going to go and knock on Warren Buffett's door tomorrow and say, Mr. Buffett, please tell me about investments. Be my nobleman to teach me about investments. He's going to laugh at me and say, go and find out about this yourself. Very few successful people in life have time to actually sit and mollycoddle. So you've got to almost mollycoddle yourself and then go to the market and say, now I have something to offer, and now I want to connect with people either through my work or my personal life or through my year. You can plot other people's Batsy chart and look at their month or day animal sign. And if you want to connect with them, you can connect using your logic to say, don't you think this is going to work out easier with the horse, the pig, the dog, and the tiger? Don't you think you'll feel better if you do it my way with monkey, rat, snake, and rabbit? So let's do this together. You and I, we form a team, and this is how we go about with ox, dragon, rooster, and goat. Did I tell you guys something new right now that you might not have known? Will change in 2024, okay? Values you can focus on. This is secret information which was shared by Joey Yup at the beginning of the year, but I'm pretty sure that it's still very valuable because we are still in the year. You can focus on sharing your time, sharing your skills, sharing your business knowledge, or lending people money. Because wouldn't you agree that if somebody has lent you money, that person, you are now indebted to that person? Now quickly flip to your Batsy charts and look for me on the second page, the top 4 in the annual section of your 10 profiles chart. Okay. If anybody's got a difficulty in understanding what I'm saying right now, just put up your hand or wave or something. Let me just quickly, I've got the videos on. Everybody know what I'm referring to, or do you need me to clarify? Everybody okay with that? Okay, right. Hiding videos again. Let's carry on. So for the Yang fire, you want to be able to offer help relating to transactions, being able to upsell something for somebody to increase their volumes. For Yin fire, it's about community. Become the community for somebody else. 2 people can be a community as well. Okay, it's about being together. It's about clumping together. Wu Earth is offering solutions. Give them targeted solutions to what it is they need. Yin Earth is about the ability to speak to thousands of people and sell. Now, if that is one of your top 4 in your annual section, you can sell something for somebody else who might not have the skills to sell it. Yin Wood or Yi Wood is about building relationships based on your personal influence. Okay, that is a value that you can contribute. And for Yang Wood, it is about being the celebrity to other people. So I just need eye candy. I'm going to look for the highest Yang Wood to accompany me to a gala dinner or something. That person doesn't need to have a lot of intelligence, but they need to be a celebrity. On Mother's Day, I had the occasion of brushing shoulders with a celebrity who posed in front of my banner. And that caused a little bit of an upstir in the Afrikaans community, as you can well imagine. Chinese metaphysics, Afrikaans guy in front of my banner was not well received. But it is what it is. I got a photo with a guy. Yang Water, offer collaboration, work together with people. Yin Water, great for consultation, to make something up into a package, to offer your expertise in a field to somebody else. Yang Metal, great for coaching purposes, also an expert, become an expert, offer training packages maybe. And then Yin Metal, offer your social presence. Now, all of these values were shared by Dr. Joey Yap at the beginning of the year, and it's not the values which I will be sharing in the VIP coaching later this weekend. Don't worry, guys, you are still going to get extra value apart from that. So Rabbit and Snake, your access to Nobleman in 2023 has changed. This is the old noble people that you had before. You need to find new ones. Guys, this is very serious. We are going into second wave period 9, and especially for Rabbit and Snake, anywhere in your Bazi chart. Become conscious of that and start building those networks and those connections. Get the people's dates of birth, find out their kids' names, remember what they like to order. Oh, you wanted a latte last time, right? Yeah, shot of espresso, double espresso, fantastic. There's one place that I go to very often, and there's one waiter, when he sees me, he comes running and he says, Mrs. Esther, how are you? Cappuccino and water for you? And I'm like, yes, please. Here's your 50 Rand tip. Okay, because I don't have a problem. You remember me, you remember my order, I don't have a problem tipping you. Now, for those of you here in South Africa, you will know that for me to give a 50 Rand tip, just because the guy remembers my order and brings it for me within like 5 minutes, you can be well assured that every single one of those waiters in that restaurant now wants to serve me too, because they also want 50 Rand. But if you don't remember my order, next time I walk in there, you're not going to get your 50 Rand tip. So I've become the nobleman to these people. I know it's bribery and corruption, but that's why I get my cappuccino and my water damn fast. Right, Rabbit, Snake, I told you. Work on your relationships. Make sure those people know you. Make sure that they get value from you, because they will start giving you tips, maybe investment tips. Maybe you must check out that property over there. I saw so-and-so is doing this and this. Have you checked this new artificial intelligence? You know, this is going on the market soon. There's a bargain coming up for you. Have you checked this out? That's a kind of relationship that the nobleman can give you. You need a stadium pitch when you're standing in front of these people. They're going to ask you, why should I listen to you? Now, if you stand there and you go, they're not interested. You have 9 seconds, guys, 9 seconds to impress a noble person. Trust me on this one. I have worked with people, high-ranking officials. I have worked with low-ranking officials. If you walk into the Master of the Supreme Court's office, he looks up at you and says, yes. and you say, he says, what do you want? He's not got time to entertain you, umming. You say, Your Honor, I'm here too. Boom. Make your day easier. Here's your takeaway cappuccino. Oh, wow. How did you now like takeaway cappuccino so early in the morning? Your Honor, I met you in the coffee shop the other day. Man, you're really awesome. What can I do for you? Immediately, it's not a yes, but it's a get a smile, get a rapport going, and that is how you build influential people. Most of my peers, by the way, that I worked with back in Chambers are now judges. It's interesting to think about it that way, right? So if you don't have these two animal signs, it might be a little bit difficult for you to find noblemen this year. But again, for the pig and the rooster, you guys are pushing noblemen away for you. This year, please say thank you. If somebody is doing something for you, you might not want to, I know that information, why is she telling me this again? Just nod and say, thank you very much, instead of, I already knew that. It's very disheartening to anybody if they are trying to offer you help, if they are trying to be nice to you and you brush them off and say, leave me alone, I already know that, thank you very much. Pig and rooster, anywhere in your Bazi chart, smile, say thank you, I learned something new, I appreciate your help on this. This does not make you a yes person, but you have to be appreciative at least of somebody else's time. Because the chances that you are going to be pushing noblemen away from you that could have given you access to that little piece of wealth information is very, very high. 5 reasons that you might fail this year in listening to any there's a nobleman there, okay, or there's a nobleman there, is if your wood is weak this year, don't give in to people telling you you cannot do it. Feedback from other people are important, but if you're going to listen to irrelevant feedback, you're going to fail. Because a noble person might come in to say to you, you are going to fast, especially this month. The horse month. Oh my God, guys, this month, don't listen to negativity. This month is going to be, that is what I'm doing. That is where I'm going. Yes, I don't want to be perfectionistic because my fire is too low, and I'm not going to wait for the low time to actually or the better time to do it. I'm actually just going to do it, because at the end of this fire season, you would have missed your opportunity to get out there. Now, just as a matter of fact, guys, if you looked at my Bazi chart, my fire element for the year, the month, no, not the month, the year and natal is so small. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. What did I do? 2 months ago, I said, bugger this. I'm not going to wait for the fire month. I'm not going to wait for anything. In April, I launched MetaTalk. Okay. No, not MetaTalk. I launched VIP. And already I can see the appreciation. I can see the growth. And at the end of this Zoom presentation, you guys can all share if you want to, those that do want. Earth element, if that is very low, it's overconfidence. Don't be too confident if your earth element is low, guys. The rules have changed. You've got to adapt. Water. If the nobleman comes in there, you don't trust that nobleman. That's it. That's going to be tickets for you for 2023 until you learn to say, thank you very much. I'm going to trust your advice. I'm going to take it from you. Metal element, very low. You don't want to ask for help. Please, if your metal element is very low, please do ask for help. This month for horse, we've got 0 metal. There's no control over fire, wood, water, or earth. We need metal people to not also just go away because your time period is coming. August, September, October, right? Yes, August, September, October is going to be autumn months. It's going to be ruled by metal. Guys, step up now. Ask for help. Become better. Right. Any of you have this mentality of I cannot get noblemen? Period 9 second wave has the divine power coming with it. Miracles can happen. If you're going to be opening yourself up to that new energy coming in during period 9, you're not going to need to rely on the traditional chart reading, but you can start to rely on the changing chart reading. The traditional chart reading says if nobleman is snake and rabbit and you don't have snake and rabbit in your chart, you cannot find nobleman. And yet in second wave, it says it doesn't matter because there are certain virtues, qualities, and values that you can actually start cultivating within yourself that is going to attract your nobleman to you, that is going to attract the support of the nobleman directly to you. For this, I want to quickly take a snapshot. Seven questions that will help you in your path forward. What are the top 3 things that you need to be aware of that you've got, that you don't have, that you need to work on, that you need to attract? What is your hidden capacity in relation to those hidden talents and fields that is going to give you the maximum return? It's almost like I'm saying to you, take your hidden elements and say, what have you got? What can you become more aware of and what can you produce of? Then quickly ask yourself, is your current path going to take you to where you really want to go? Because we can get sidetracked by what we must do. That does not mean it's really what we want to do. And that is really what noble people are there to come and push and nudge us towards, is to say, you might be heading the wrong direction. Are you sure you want to go this way? Don't you want to rather go that way? Then ask yourself, how can you be more productive in the next 3 months? We know this month is fire. Next month is also fire. Then we're going into metal season. So metal season, we know also from the beginning of the year how the financial crisis is about to hit the world. And if you have skills, talents, abilities, or anything to contribute to your market right now, do not wait for a nobleman to tell you that, because guys, I am your nobleman right now, okay? Irrespective of what you've got in your Bazi chart, you've got to step up and step out. Become more likable, become more attractive through your skill sets. Then ask yourself, how do you move on? How do you get from here to the next place? And that is where you're going to start to work on those skill sets, which I will be sharing. What else are you not seeing about the year of the rabbit? There's still a lot, guys. I've looked through the Teeman charts, and here is something really, really awesome. Hero and scenery on the 15th of June. Backing south on the 15th of June. If you want to make an impact, if you really want to attract somebody to you, backing south on that day with that hero scenery door can help you to switch this on. Today is the 8th, right? Yes, 8th. So you've got 7 days to really think about what is it that you are willing to contribute. Because here's a promise that I can make for you right now. If you're going to hang out with me long enough, I'll brainwash you into believing in yourself and knowing that you can achieve anything. And that's not a threat, it's a promise. For those of you that have not joined my VIP club yet, I will be closing registrations, enrollments for the month tomorrow. Just a quick rundown. $99 gives you 4 Zoom meetings. It's every Saturday at 2 o'clock. It's small groups. It's all about collaborating, teamwork. I give you action steps. I give you timing and execution steps. I combine Chinese metaphysics with Eastern and Western philosophy, with life skills and many years of my wisdom. It's a private Telegram channel. It's recorded meetings, and I do give you your PDF class notes. And I'm going to leave this presentation now before I open up the mic and you guys can ask me questions, with a quote to say, the secret of change is to focus all of our energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Right, guys, so I'm going to stop my sharing. Whoops. Right. And I'm going to